The evolution of Nigerian's music as a voice of resistance captures how ordinary people used sound, rhythm, and lyrics to fight oppression, express pain, and inspire change. In every age of Nigeria's history, when truth was too dangerous to speak and freedom too costly to demand, music became the voice that could not be silenced. From the echoing drums of the villages to the crowded streets of Lagos, rhythm has always carried rebellion. It began as whispers beneath colonial shadows, songs that mocked in tones they couldn't understand. Then came the highlight, the chant of a new dawn as the nation found its feet. But when hope gave way to hunger and power turned to tyranny, a saxophone neared in defiance. Fela's Afrobeat, bold and unyielding, became the heartbeat of a people who refused to bow. Through reggae, hip-hop and the rise of Afrobeat, generations of Nigerian musicians have turned microphones into megaphones of truth. Their lyrics told the stories politicians tried to hide: poverty, oppression, corruption, and the cry for injustice. Today, the beat has gone digital, the street chants online, from EndSARS protests to global stages. Nigerian music still carries the same fire, a reminder that in this land the struggle to freedom often begins with a song. This is the story of how sound became resistance, how melody became memory, and how a nation found its courage through music. Now, let's open the evolution eras of music as it's used as hidden protest. Music is used as a hidden protest in the colonial era from 1990s to 1950s. Traditional songs, chants and early high-life music were used to mock colonial authorities and social injustice. Artists like Tunde King, Bobby Benson used their coded language and satire to give voice to the voiceless in their music. Music is also used as a hidden protest during the independence and Civil War era from 1960s to 1970s. Music became a tool to express national pride and frustration. Fela Anikulapo emerges using Afrobeats to confront military dictatorship, corruption, and social hypocrisy. Songs like "Zombie", "Suffering and Smiling", and "Coffin for Head of State" became anthems for defiance, even though government tried all its crooked best and inhumane antics to silence Fela, but his heart made him immortal. In the post-war to early democracy, from 1980s to 1990s, the fight continued with artists like Sunny Okosu, who sang "Fire in Soweto", Ras Kimono, and Majek Fashek. Reggae and Afrofusion became the language of resistance, blending Pan-Africanism with social truth. They sang about poverty, police brutality, and leadership failure. In the democratic shift and new voice, within 2000s to 2010s, 2010s, I mean, The rise of hip hop and contemporary Afrobeats, e.g., Idris Abdulkarim's Jaga Jaga, revived social criticism. African China, 2 Baba and Sound Sultan continued the legacy, mixing entertainment with protests. Artists faced censorship, but the youth connected deeply with their honesty. And in the contemporary and end-SARS era and the digital resistance ranging from 2020s to present, music and activism merged again during the end-SARS movement. Songs like 2010 20 by Burna Boy and Monsters You Made became global protest anthems. In this digital stage, Nigerian artists used social media and global reach to demand justice.